Hello and welcome to the JC La Liga YouTube channel. Today we're going to talk about the Champions League final and a couple of boxing matches taking place in Canada. Of course, here I am in the new apartment in sunny Spain, chancing my luck at getting a job out here again. So let's start off with Real Madrid and Juventus. Obviously two very good teams. Juventus putting a tactical masterclass against Monaco to progress, and we know that Madrid's top heavy with firepower. So plain and simple, what I think in this game is I expect Real Madrid to win the trophy. I think they're a good value at 10 to 11, given the pedigree and amount of recent wins. But they also tend to concede. Head-to-head against Juventus, 5 of the last 6 matchups have seen both teams score. In Juve's recent matches, it's 4 out of 6 and 3 out of 6 for Madrid. That does, of course, include La Liga and Serie A, respectively, for both teams. So you've got to consider also that a lot of cup finals do finish 1-1. It should be tentative. Juventus are going to defend deep, I would think. But again, I think there's enough firepower for a 1-1, and then perhaps Real Madrid wins on penalties or an extra time. So my bet for this game is both teams to score at 10 to 11. But it's also worth a small bet on either team to win on penalties at 11 to 2. Now, moving on to the boxing, the first matchup we've got is Alvarez against Jean Pascal. I'm not sure how to pronounce the guy's first name. Never heard of him, to be honest. Alvarez, but I did watch his fight against Butte last night, which was on a while back, and he won by a KO in the 5th round. But basically they had a clash of heads second round, and Butte was doing quite well. It wasn't one-sided or anything. Alvarez just landed a couple of good punches, and that was good night Vienna for Mr. Butte, as we've seen. Perhaps not the best at taking shots when Carl Froch demolished him. He's certainly susceptible if you land a good shot on Butte. So this Alvarez is 22-0, but with 11 KOs, so 50% KO rate. Jean Pascal is 31-4-1, with 18 KOs from 31 wins, and he's been stopped twice, but twice against Kovalev, who, as we know, is a monster hitter. I mean, I don't know what the point was in the second bout, none at all, really, but Kovalev stopped Pascal twice. So forget that. I'd say Pascal's a very tough guy, as we know from his fight with Carl Froch. And if anything, you would think Alvarez on points or bout to go the distance in this one, but 4 to 9 is the price for bout to go the distance. Alvarez on points is 7 to 9 at best, and I think Jean Pascal's got a decent chance of an upset in this one. Depends how motivated he is, how much has he got left. But they're both adopted Canadians. Their fights in Canada, and again, I don't know too much about this Alvarez, but I do know Jean Pascal well, and I think it's worth a small bet on Pascal winning at 7 to 2. So moving on to the main event, which is Pascal Stevenson in a rematch against Fonfara. They fought a couple of years ago, roughly. It was a good bout. Stevenson was expected to stop Fonfara. He won on points. He did put Fonfara down twice, but got rattled himself, wobbled if you like, and was kind of hanging on near the end. So certainly Fonfara at 6 to 1 is a live underdog, and I wouldn't talk you out having a little bet on him. But I think he'd have to stop Stevenson. He's not going to get the points decision in Canada. And Stevenson's talked about how he's going to try and take Fonfara out early in this bout. So what I like is Stevenson to win by KO or TKO. The sad reality, as is the case with most boxing matches, unless a UK matchups on Sky Sports or just massive worldwide bouts, which these two aren't really. If you think the bouts we've seen recently, we've been treated, haven't we? Obviously GGG against Jacobs, you've had Klitschko against Joshua. There's been a lot of great bouts. Kell Brook was brilliant. Was it last weekend or the weekend before? I forget. So, this isn't quite as attractive. But the problem here is Betfair had 36 to 5 about Stevenson winning by KO TKO for the last few days. Because I'm now in Spain, I don't have a VPN. I can't get on Betfair. I can't use Bet365, so I couldn't get a bet on. Now I was going to say to you, look, just bet on that 36 to 5. It's a ludicrous price. I mean, Stevenson's got 23 KOs from 28 wins. And somebody's offering you like about 36 to 5. I mean, what is that? Just over 7 to 1. Absolutely nuts. Just check the prices now, and Betfair have taken that down. They did have Stevenson odds on to be the. I can only view it via odds checker because once I go on the Betfair website, Betfair ES, but they've taken that price down now. And Stevenson was odds on points win for a points win, but now he's odds against for a points win. So I think when the KO TKO price comes back out, it's going to be wildly different to what it was before. But again, it's a great disappointment that no other bookies have brought a market out on this. This is a perennial problem with boxing. I'm sure most of you remember I used to write for Grosvenor Casino and TV Bet sometimes, and I used to cover a few boxing matchups, and there were so many bouts, particularly with Grosvenor, where you only had bout winner prices, and let's say they wanted an article in by Thursday, the bout was on Saturday. Thursday morning, there's still no method of victory prices, so it's a constant problem with boxing. Well, that's what I think anyway. I'm going to have to wait and see if some other bookmaker comes out with prices about this. But Stevenson by KO, if anybody's going to give you a big price on that, I think, again, it's difficult. I mean, 7-1 was ludicrous, wasn't it? I mean, 2-1 or above would be a good price, I think, on Stevenson KO. A very good price, really. So, again, unfortunate. Maybe I didn't need to do a video given I haven't got a price for what I want, but you're going to have to wait and see now. It's what are we now, about 3:05 in the Spanish afternoon, so I mean, I'm not doing a YouTube video at 10 o'clock in the evening if that's when the prices come out. But anyway, thank you for viewing. Slightly better background than what you got in Sheffield. Can't quite get the sea on, but and the Rock of Gibraltar's to the right. But all in all, both teams to score in the Real Madrid Juventus match is my bet, my tip. Have a small bet on match to go to penalties if you like. I have done a much smaller bet. And in the boxing, we're taking small bets only. So let's say, like, I might normally bet £20-25 in a single. In this case, I'm thinking, more than half, less than that. I mean, this is entirely up to you what to bet, but I'm thinking 5s and 10s are the sort of money I'd be betting. So you want to be betting 25 or 50% of your regular stake. It's up to you. So Jean-Pascal to win at 7-2. And when the prices come out, pardon the bike in the background there, go for Stevenson by KO, TKO. And that's really it. So thank you for viewing once again. Maybe I'll do a bit of MLS. We'll have to see. I mean, if I don't get a job in a month or two, I'm going to be in real trouble anyway. So I might be betting on anything I can find in an attempt to create revenue. But I should be able to secure a job. So fingers crossed, mate. Good luck with your bets and take care. Let's see if I can work out where to start. Can't see the arrow here in the sunshine. Oh, here we go. In fact, if you walk on my balcony, you'd not burn your feet literally, but it's super hot. It's like when you go in the sand and you step, it's cooler in the, you want to jump back off, go backwards. It's just, I'll get into the shade in this case. Absolutely sweltering out here. Anyway, we found a stop button. Take care.